Welcome back to D&D, everyone. So, last week, you were able to get some shelter from the hail. However, it required you to get into a fight with the members of the Iron Beaters. Um, at the end of the fight, you discovered one of the members was in fact a were-rat, and your attempt to interrogate him was ruined by a mystic direwolf that shook him
Ruined.
thusly. Um,
Didn't we wasn't that direwolf like gave some kind of like feeling from the wood spirits that are like harassing us?
yeah, there was evidence of it. 1 second. And the other bit was that the leader of the Iron Beaters inadvertently died. Just mostly bad luck. But you find yourselves in the ruin of a tower. There is a roof above your head. You can definitely hear the hail pounding on the roof. The other members of the Iron Beaters who survived are unconscious.
Police them for their gear and maybe tie them up, and then get a long rest in.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely with the tying up. You're supposed to heal them.
Definitely with the rest. I think we're all pretty beat up.
Yeah,
too.
I've
Great.
got
I got like 7 HP.
You should like make sure they don't die from their unconsciousness.
Yeah, stabilize them.
Yeah.
Stabilize
Are
them.
you going to repose that guy?
Tomorrow I will. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know, like the dirt, like how long that window is. That's
It basically just is the pause button from there. So one night won't be enough for him to completely rot away for the purposes of revival or whatever. But basically, I'm just giving them a nice, pretty fucking corpse to bring back home because I can't do anything more for him from here.
maybe their clerk can do it.
Maybe.
Well, she's a bit unconscious currently.
I'm saying when she's conscious.
For now, make ourselves safe and then tuck in for the night, etc.
Okay. So, look over the gear. One of you roll an investigation check, please.
I will
Can
investigation.
we
Unless you
assist
do-
each
I
other?
got +6.
We'll help investigate.
Can we assist each other, Ian?
Yeah, you can assist one person.
I can.
I'll
Whoever's
assist.
gonna
Neutral
roll,
on
I
that.
will guidance.
Kaito can do it. We've got the same modifier.
I'll guidance him.
Well,
Well, you can re-roll that
You can
All
reroll
right.
that. Yes.
Nice.
and do a guidance because I guidance you. A 1d4.
What's guidance?
Roll 1d4 and add that.
1. Oh,
Okay, 26.
Eh,
Okay,
Every bit helps.
so not too bad.
Alright.
Other persons, you find a lot of great axes. You find 4 different great axes. The were-rat would have had a short sword and a hand crossbow with 10 bolts. The cleric, she has on chainmail and a mace with a religious icon. It would be the same that you saw on the actual spectral figure who was standing guard. So you would figure that to be, the icon of her god, Erst, as well as on their leader. He is also wearing chainmail. You'd also find 3 rations, so that could be enough for 3 people for a day. Everything else doesn't really seem, various tools, some rope, tinder boxes, really anything you would expect to survive in the wild.
We don't want to Christian Bale Batman them and not kill them only to let them starve to death by taking everything. At least that's my take.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't want them to die because we
Is-
need them to testify that their friends died accidentally.
Something they saw.
Which I'm sure they'll do. It's simply because, why wouldn't they be truthful?
What material are there like axes? Is that just like standard common stuff?
It's like steel.
We'd sell them for a few
Well, I
bucks.
mean-
We haul them on our zombie
Yeah.
horse.
Well, I mean, I don't know how they're gonna explain a were-rat as one of their members.
I mean, they could just say they didn't know.
Is it illegal to be a were-rat?
I don't know.
I'm sorry, I thought this was Viderheim.
I mean, I don't think so because we did tell the guards about the ones in the sewers and they were kind of like keeping an eye out for them. So I
Okay.
assume that would look very bad on them.
Lycanthropy is undesirable.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, we've got that going for us.
I mean, they can keep, I guess,
Where's
they
the
can keep their
proof?
rations. We should just remove their weapons. This way
Yes. And
the
tie them
armor
up
and
and
stuff
leave.
is not a big deal, but the weapons, I think, are those
Damn
are
it.
a no go for them to keep.
If we want to give them back their weapons, we do it after we're done.
Yeah, if
And that's still kind of a big if. I'm just as inclined to like, here's your rations. You stay in this tower for the rest of the race. We'll send someone to come get you.
next time, be a little polite to to you.
Break a couple more legs, Otto.
That's a good plan.
No.
Did he end up killing him though?
Well, I didn't know that when you hit somebody down, it counts as 2 death saves because it's a crit.
So is the
Well,
consensus that we're gonna
consequences for
leave
casual
witnesses?
sadism.
Is that what we're doing? We're
So-
leaving witnesses?
Let's heal them and then break their legs, so they're not into like the down phase.
We're not breaking legs.
We don't need to.
If
break
I actually knew
any
that
more
rule, I would not have
legs.
done that.
Come on now, don't say that.
Graham
Those
is
are
going to
great
go top up his flask from, I don't know, the ether in real life. So if you're going to do any murder, now's the time. I'll be back.
This is it. This is it. Let's murder them all. Ed, quickly show Ed some fire.
Otto just
Show him fire.
Otto just tells fucking Hank to spit out the barrel of tar.
This is it.
What?
Wait, didn't you feed him an arm?
Who?
You fed the you fed the were rat's arms to Hank.
Oh yeah.
He didn't like it
Hank's-
very much.
Hank's haunt. Oh, he didn't?
I thought he did.
Motherfucker has
Yeah.
a strict diet of hands, and he's gonna be picky about what kind of hands.
They were too
Christ.
hairy.
He's a connoisseur.
I hate him and I love him at the same time.
You didn't shave the hands before you fed it to him. That's the problem.
That's disgusting. We gotta boil the hands for him. Get all those
Yeah, meal
follicles
prep.
out.
Come on. It's like
True.
feeding you a chicken without pulling the
True.
feathers off. Like, come on.
True. Just because he's a chest doesn't mean he's he's an animal.
Civilized.
He's dignified.
Leader. Well, these guys are tied up. They're unconscious. I think I mentioned this last time, but I'm gonna do it.
Oh,
I'm just
You did alarm.
Set an
You did
alarm
do-
around them.
Yeah, you did do that.
Make sure that if they get away or anything, we at least know.
Okay. All right. So yeah, they're tied up, unconscious. There's an alarm around them.
And we taking their weapons, like we definitely like separated them from their weapons.
Yeah,
We're taking
you-
all their we're taking all their shit.
They're basically down to like their travel clothes alone. They don't have like their armor on. They don't have any weapons that you found. I mean, especially with that 26 roll,
That's right.
don't see anything that was hidden on them.
Are we doing watches?
Are we doing what?
Watches.
Yeah, we should.
Watch.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
absolutely.
100%.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good idea. Yes.
Especially because there could be other werewolves.
I'll take first watch
I'll go.
because I'd like to do something during first watch if I can. Can I do something while I'm on watch or?
You're not
Well, it
supposed to
Do we
depends.
do
have
anything.
You could do light
do we have
activity.
like torches? Yeah. Do we have
Uh,
Is
I can
weapon
do-
bonding a what light activity?
Yeah, that would be
They
fine.
can't do
Okay.
spells.
I'll do
Yeah.
the watch with him this way.
It's not a spell.
I have the night I have the goggles to see at night, so I can kind of.
Yeah, perfect.
Nice.
Oh, it's a ritual, so maybe it is a spell.
It's like 10 minutes. Like I'm pretty
I
sure you can.
believe it's not a ritual like a spell ritual. I believe the thing you want to do is considered a
It's a trait from like being a fighter or whatever. I
yeah,
think it's
being
a
a
fighting trait. Yeah.
Eldritch Knight. You're talking about the weapon bond.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it says it can be done during a short rest, so I'm assuming it could be done during a long rest with zero issue.
Okay. Awesome.
So yeah, over the course of 1 hour's time, you bond with the weapon while keeping watch. One of you go ahead and just roll perception.
Probably be me. I have night vision, so do I get advantage on this?
I have negative
yeah,
one
because,
perception. That's you.
Yeah, because you're being assisted. Yeah, roll with the advantage.
Okay, where the hell is perception?
Nice.
The hail does eventually stop. It goes on for maybe another hour before you can just hear it lessening, and then finally the last few bits stop falling and the hail itself is done. You also would hear the various members of the Iron Beaters kind of stir awake, having used this hour to heal a few of their wounds. They're not in great shape, and the ones who do wake up are a little confused.
Hmm.
Don't say.
The one of the berserkers kind of attempting to rub his head. What the hell's going on?
Well, you got beat.
Eh?
Now you're tied up, and you're going to
You're
lose.
still alive, though, mister.
Yeah.
That is true.
We could have just killed you.
Yep.
Yeah, I suppose that's true.
Left you for the wolves.
And the were-rats.
What were-rats?
You
What are you
make a
talking-
delicious
Oh,
meal. You're
were-rats
very
indeed.
meaty.
Wait, are you gonna eat me? Is that why you didn't kill us?
If I were an animal, like a wolf, yes, I would, mister.
I'm not saying we're not going to eat you.
This
I
is
like to
like
keep my options
this is like scare tactics.
Yeah, he's like gonna try and get out. It's like, oh crap. Fuck.
I'm just kidding, Fred. Stay there.
You're not going to eat
Quick,
you.
stab him in the leg.
Calm
Cholesterol.
down, buddy. You're not in a position right now to even run.
Just equip
You're in your small clothes and you're surrounded.
Quick, maim him.
Okay. You just,
Oh, it's
all right,
that
all right.
scallions roll. That sounds good.
I'm not gonna do anything crazy here, are we? Just a bit of competition. You know, it's a murder's frowned upon. If we disappeared, there'd be an investigation.
Feller, if we wanted you dead, you'd be dead.
Baby, pick what you want.
What
What?
we wanted was
Okay.
a roof over our heads for that damn hailstorm.
Hey, get anything you want.
So all could have been avoided.
Now both two of your friends
Out
are
of
dead.
control
See
roll.
what you did? Jeez, we're
Wait,
terrible.
You
Are
killed
we
two
the
of them?
bad guys?
Would make spicy
I mean,
crab meat
no,
on
they're-
One
top.
of them was a
in a
were-rat.
deep
He killed
sleep.
it.
Wait, didn't we bring the rare rat in here?
We did.
No, the wolf
Graham
doesn't.
gave
Yeah,
them,
so you can just point at it and, like,
No.
there's your sneaky little smug crossbow user was a were rat. How you can explain that one?
And he killed the
The
other
wolf
one.
didn't take his body? Or he
No.
just killed
Nope,
him?
he just dropped it and ollied out.
Blame the were-rat for everything.
Guys, let's make a note, and it'll say from the were rat.
I did it.
Confessing to all the crimes. Yes.
I know you're saying this out of character, but I'm
Sincerely,
hearing it in
the were
character.
rat.
I know.
I
I
have been
did it
cheating on
all.
Chungus's taxes since 1886.
Yes.
Signed the were-rat.
Yeah, let's just blame the were
We
rat.
don't
did it
know
all.
his name.
We don't. It was an infiltrate. He infiltrated their group to kill the guy.
The berserker is just kind of like looking at you all discuss the were-rat and framing the were-rat for all your crimes.
I think that was just like
Just
out of character.
brainstorming in front of him.
Wait, but what
Hang on,
crimes?
hang on, we'll be with you in a
What
minute.
crimes?
So
Looking-
who killed who?
Looking at the were-rat, looking back at you guys.
Touching you, touching me.
The truth is self-evident.
Sweet Caroline?
What, baby?
But
Spicy girl roll. Ooh.
I'm a little confused
Okay.
here.
Anything else?
What's so confusing? The were rat did it all.
Jokes aside, you have a were rat that's dead that was part of your traveling party, and you have your leader who's dead.
And obviously, we went to great pains to spare everyone else.
Great pains.
Bren was,
Therefore,
So
Bren was a
the
were-rat?
were-rat did it.
yes.
Reckon
So
so.
how are you going to
Look.
explain this to the officials when we eventually all get back?
Look
Mhm.
who's
I didn't
dead.
know he was a
That
were-rat.
ass right there.
Thought he was just sneaky.
Like
Not
a
a lot.
were rat.
And you mean the physical imperiousness is like wasn't a clue, like something's wrong here?
I didn't turn into a were rat in front of me. He looked like a human.
Well,
You
we
need to
didn't
pick your
kill
friends
him,
better.
but I wouldn't expect you to believe that.
Well, you could kill him. I don't care. I don't like were rats.
Well, he's
Or wear
he's-
anything for that matter.
He's kind of dead. But
Good. I guess.
Listen, all we got to do is get through the night together, and then we'll be on our way. We're not gonna hurt you. Kind of looks over the bodies more. I'm gonna go ahead and cast a spell to keep your friends' bodies in good condition, so you can give them proper burial back at home.
Wait, does your clerk friend have a resurrection spell?
No. It's well, first off, she's not my friend. We just hired her for the business. But second off, they don't think she was that good.
Either way, she might be able to help tend to him on the way back. But you'll forgive us if we're less than trusting. And I'm gonna go ahead and assume the feeling's mutual, but we're kind of in a place to dictate terms at the moment.
Yeah, you kind of are. I'm still a little hurt, so I'm gonna just. He does his best to kind of worm over and just kind of like turn.
Discussion over. It's just like rolls over the other way.
It's like, when you play those RPGs, it's like, yeah, everything's done. Just go to sleep and see what happens in the morning.
He doesn't have much of a choice. I mean, he's tied up, and two of his friends are dead. So it's a good move.
Super slittable throat. I'm just gonna throw that. No.
All right. So that is the first watch done. Did anybody want to do anything during that watch or anything else?
No.
Graham's just vibing and recharging.
No, nothing.
No, I just wanted to bond with my weapon. A little bit of bonding time.
Well, what did you name your weapon?
Huh?
It needs a weapon. It needs a name if you're gonna bond with it.
That's not true. Don't make stuff up. Is that true?
Wouldn't it be cool
Name it after my first
if it
car.
was?
Chantal, the double-handed sword. It's the name of my car. Chantal, the hoopty from Newark. And now it's Chantal, the double-handed sword.
There you
You
go.
need it to
Me
be
and
like
Chantal bond for the night. It's intimate, but still classy.
It's a really great name.
Thank you.
I'm just imagining this from their perspective. It's like you're putting out a candle at dinner on the back of the plate with your sword.
It's terrible. Yes. Everything Matt just said. That's exactly how it goes. Dirty, but with consent. May I have this dance?
The sword.
Fuller is so big.
Sits there.
Don't make it weird.
I'm gonna make it weird.
Oh, it's there. Yeah, but yeah, yes, bonded. Sword bonded for an hour.
Okay. The sword is now bonded to you,
All right.
and you can summon it to you as a bonus action.
Sweet.
All right. The first watch ends. Who would like to do second watch?
Graham will do it.
Somebody assisting Graham with the watch or no?
See
We
at
should
night.
split me and Chungus. So whether Chungus wants to go next or last, it's up to you.
Me.
One more time.
Doesn't matter to me. We can go. I'll go last. Chungus
All
don't
right,
mind.
I'll go with Matt. You go with me.
Lucian and Graham. All right.
Chungus can go with Hank.
Okay. Thanks. Not the most observant fellow, unless there's hands involved.
There may be.
Instead of night vision
Stop.
and like infrared, Hank has hand vision.
Having
He
hands.
just sees random
Oh.
hands like moving in the darkness.
In hands.
Did you say enhance?
Yes.
Enhance. Nice.
All right. One of you two go ahead and roll perception.
I will roll perception.
Okay. Good.
Ooh.
Yep. Over the course of the few hours you're holding watch, you don't encounter anything that you would say is suspect. Um, the various sounds of the forest you can definitely hear owls, kind of the rustling of various small game throughout. But for the most part, it's a quiet night. Does get a little chillier as the wind picks up. There's no, door that can be shut, but the structure you're in does provide a okay amount of shelter from the elements. And with that, it is on to the last shift.
Lucian should have conjured a door.
It could only be a 3-foot tall door.
Yeah, I conjured a pillow. Okay.
A 3
That's
foot
fair.
door.
I would do the same.
Yeah.
But the pillow only
Like,
lasts for
sorry
an hour.
guys, you hoes are on your own.
Yeah, I
This
can't
is
argue
my
with that,
class
dude.
feature
I
tonight.
mean,
The pillow only lasts for an hour, so Lucian, after an hour, the pillow disappears and he bonks his head.
The best alarm clock ever. A built-in
That's how he's
alarm
been
clock.
sleeping since he was 6. Don't question it.
thump, thump.
Why not just buy a pillow at that point?
You can buy a
Because the
pillow.
only guy in town is Michael Adele.
Cheap.
Just used to it.
I'm le cheap.
Le chip.
It's like it's like a silver.
But instead, he wants to wake up every hour and complain about it. God damn it!
Exactly.
Okay.
All right.
The savings.
Right. That's right. It's like a silver every other year. Compound interest,
Mhm.
All right. So on to the last shift. Chungus and Fiffle.
All right. Chungus, you see anything out there?
Nope. I don't see much. I don't really notice very much. Let me go ahead and just take a peek, see what I see. But you know me, I'm not the most perceptive fellow.
I want to adopt him. Bring him out for ice cream. Tell him he's a good sport.
Yeah, it's fine. There's nothing
Nope.
out there.
Coast is clear to me, Piffle.
Nice work, Chungus.
They always
Chungus goes
like,
back to
looks
like
good.
picking his
I think it looks good.
toenails and like, that type of thing.
Yeah.
Chungus
Triple
is,
schemes.
what schemes do Fiffle?
A little
Scheme.
scheme.
Not specifically. He just schemes
Ah,
for a bit.
Well, it was a nice little one.
he just builds up some generic schemes he can do.
Yeah.
All right. At the end of Chungus and Fiffle's watch, the sun begins to rise above the horizon, and the remaining members of the Iron Beaters wake up. The berserker you've been talking to, his brother, as well as the cleric.
Morning.
The berserkers look at each other. Morning.
Thanks for sharing your shelter with us.
Oh yeah.
He
Yeah.
says cheerfully.
Anytime.
Thanks for not putting up a fight. Glad we
We're gonna
came
be
to
on
an
our way
amicable
before
decision.
too long. We're just waiting for sun up.
It's great. Yeah.
Reckon you guys might want to head back to town. I'll do what I can for your dad, but they're gonna need a little more care than I can provide.
I mean, it's the were-rat and the leader, right? And I don't think anybody cares about the were-rat.
I think Graham still gave him funeral rights.
He was once a man.
A man that became a rat.
Well,
Oh yeah, by the way, that guy was a were-rat.
Just in case you missed the corpse, the were-rat corpse right there. But
Do you just like point to it like in a comedy?
Basically.
The brother, who you didn't speak to earlier, Bren was a were rat.
Oh yeah.
Seems like it.
Did the
Is that-
first brother call him Greg?
Bren. He called him Bren.
So
They both call him
did
Brent.
he?
Yeah, they both called him Bren.
Okay.
Yeah. He's just saying Bren was a rare were rat. I thought he was just sneaky.
That's
Nope.
what your brother said. That's how they get you. Were rats are like the Kaiser Soze of sneaky.
Yeah.
Who the hell's Kaiser Soze? I don't know, but goddamn, he's sneaky.
What was it? What you found out at the on the bottom of the cup? I checked the bottom of my cup just in case. No, we're good.
Just I don't know, he's been working with us a little while. He's boss brought him in, said he was good sport.
Well, he's dead now.
Yeah.
Both of them.
Oh.
Well, you can bring their bodies back home, but reckon it'd be best for both of us if you drop out of the race on account of losing 2 members and frankly making clown shoes decisions about hosting people in the hailstorm.
Now, to be honest, that was the boss who made that call.
Fair enough.
You still lose though.
Yeah. Yeah, crap. I'm gonna hear the end of this.
Well,
What's
we
the
should
other? Maybe we can add to
bounce.
Portis. Fuck the Iron Beaters. God, I drink
If you're
here.
looking for steady work, we might be able to find something for you.
What kind of work?
Well, more of what you're doing with a little bit less indiscriminate murder.
You need like a leg breaker?
Nah, we got leg breakers.
You need like somebody to like shake down people?
You've been in this job for a long time, haven't you?
Since I was 8.
I was thinking more like a day tailor or some sort of craftsman.
Nah, that ain't fun.
Thanks, man. I just put a muscle.
So didn't we come up with some kind of crossblades auxiliary to do our dirty work?
We certainly could, though I'd appreciate it if
I thought
you
we had come up with
didn't
that.
call it dirty work when I'm right here. I mean, I know, but I don't
Well,
want
I
to
mean,
know.
well, Jackson
I mean,
and
you know,
Jimmy
the
do
smaller
like.
jobs that are not.
Well, Jackson and
important
Jimmy
enough
do
for rotation.
like odds and ends stuff. I mean, I think that's what Fiffle's saying.
Yeah, if you want to do more of what you're doing with a little bit less of the violence when necessary.
No, I love violence. It's awesome.
Piffle kind of whispers. He's like, "There'll be plenty of violence. It's fine. Just go."
I'm not. You handle the negotiations. You're better at this part of the business than I am.
Well, look, you'd work for the Crossblades in the sense that we would pay you,
Uh-huh.
but you wouldn't work for the Crossblades in the sense of being interrogated about who you work for.
All right.
Nice contract. I
Ian,
like that. That's smart.
Out of curiosity, is it like 4 or 5 or 6-ish a.m.?
It'd be like 6 a.m.
Okay, so Grant made it to 6 a.m. before he started drinking today.
Ah, perfect. There you go. Fiffle, go ahead and
At
make
least
it
it wasn't my fault
persuasion
this
check.
time.
Piffle's like, if you're interested, come to this address the Thursday after the games, and,
Okay.
and gives them a note.
Make a persuasion check.
Well, yeah.
All right. Yeah, we will.
Yeah, you will.
Can you
Nothing
let us-
else, Jackson ought to be pretty familiar with keeping this kind of crew operational.
You know what? They could probably help him with the getting the boat back up and running and everything.
Yeah, well,
We're just
I
gonna
don't think
slowly
we can take
re-bankroll
that.
him into piracy, and he's gonna be our final boss after he sets up off everything we did.
And these guys are gonna be like his guards, and they're gonna be like level 25.
It sounds bad.
I don't like it. Let's do it.
Can I incite him saying, yeah, they'll go there if they're being truthful?
Yeah, go ahead. You can roll insight if you like.
Okay.
I just
Oh, so
realized
it's
what you
a-
said
it's a
before
7.
is like
Yeah,
the
yeah,
premise of
they're
shock
being
and awe.
truthful.
in like the Persian Gulf War. That's literally what that was.
put
That's
that
what we're
back
doing
to
with this
normal.
guy.
Now listen, sometimes the crossblades have to go to war with nations we don't want to be publicly at war with.
Yeah, there it is. There it is.
So there's this banana company that's been giving us an awful lot of money to take care of the socialists they have democratically elected in another land.
We came full circle.
Well, the Crossblades just became the CIA really quick.
Yeah.
These things happen.
By trying to escape reality, we brought it in with us into this D&D game.
That's
Oh.
usually how it works, to be fair.
I guess Phil does have some drugs he can dose people with inadvertently.
MK Ultra is just a halfling on the table.
Anyway,
No.
Yeah, so. Alright, yeah, well, we'll come back. Can you let us go? I mean, I don't need that weapon back. I just want to, like, stretch my legs.
I mean, should we untie their feet?
If we're done with our long rest, maybe.
what are we
You
gonna
would have
do?
all gotten the
Only the
benefit of a
feet,
long
yeah,
rest.
Cool. Then
Question
yeah,
is-
Graham will start going around, letting them go, and
Only the
I'm
feet.
going to cast a gentle repose. Damn it! Do I actually have to spend 2 of these? I thought there was a way to augment gentle repose.
It's a ritual, but I don't believe you will have the ritual casting ability.
I do actually as a cleric.
Oh, well, then you can cast it as a ritual.
Let me double check that before I say it with absolute certainty because I've been wrong about this. Nope, I got it. Cool. So Graham will, during the end of the long rest, everybody's gearing up, ritual cast gentle repose on the 2 corpses.
Okay. The 2 corpses are no longer rotting, as little as they've done. You know, still have some rigor mortis, but that's about it.
And here's the text if it's needed.
Yeah, so they're good for like 10 days.
Are we gonna just let them bring the bodies with them, or are we gonna bring the were-rat with us?
No, they can have the bodies.
Okay.
Let the
I mean,
bodies
we're
hit
already-
the floor, man.
We're already the luggage for our undead horse and not undead horse.
Yeah, they're just the 2 berserkers look down and it's like, yeah, we're not taking the were-rat. Bren can he can
Rot.
go to the crows. I don't for all I care.
Well, all right. If we've got time before we break camp, Graham will go dig a grave. Otherwise, he'll just like quickly cairn him or something.
The cleric though speaks up now that she is free.
Mm-hmm.
Before you do go about burying him, did you wish to speak to our erstwhile companion?
I'm being dumb. What does she mean? Like speak with dead or?
I can cast Speak with Dead, and if you wanted to interrogate him,
What the hell does he know? Does he know like the master were-rat plan? Try and conquer.
You're gonna bring back an undead were-rat with no fucking hands to give us a really difficult time. It seems like this is where we're going with this.
Well, no. What she's talking about is calling up the spirit to answer any questions that the living host knew in life.
So,
And,
so a ghost
How-
were-rat.
How cooperative would this spirit be?
They don't get a lot of say in the matter. They got to speak truthfully. Spell compels them, and it's not something they can, hide with ignorance.
Do you want to do this?
Can
Find
they
out
attack?
what the-
Can they
what the-
attack?
Nah,
Oh, all right.
it's just an effigy of the
I
departed.
mean, if we want to do that, let's
Why not?
Let's be quick
do-
about this.
find out this thing about the were-rats. Wasn't there something also that's happening like in Viderheim or in Voxwald? Like I can't remember what it was. It was like some kind of Ian had brought it up super early. I don't remember what
The
it was.
moon?
It was
The
like, it
full
was like
moon
some
thing?
kind. Yeah, the full moon
The
thing.
serial killer thing.
Yeah, are they like maybe associated with that?
Yeah, we
or-
don't know.
Well, I do want to sit this feller down and give him a bit of a talking to about his actions, but now ain't the time. And being blunt, I couldn't bring him back with what I can do right now. Anyway, there might come a time for that, but
I thought she was
unless you guys have any specific questions, I can't think of nothing. Mostly, I just tell him not to do that shit again.
Well, I mean,
Yes,
he's
let's
dead.
just fucking go.
Yeah, I can't think of anything I would interrogate the guy
How
up.
about you, Miss? You see or do anything on this gauntlet that we ought to know about?
No, I'm just a hired hand,
Right, right.
and the Church of Erst is going to be hearing about this. The Iron Beaters didn't mention that we would be working with any were creatures.
In fairness, I reckon at least the rank and file didn't know. Kind of looks over at the twin brothers. You might want to ask the leader yourself if he was in on it. But he didn't seem like the scrupulous sort. No offense.
The Church of Erst makes no distinction between who seeks our expertise.
Right. Hell of a spell, by the way. Damn.
It's a very powerful spell, very good for keeping people at bay if you use it in the correct fashion. I just wished it had been able to stay around a bit longer.
Well,
What is your name?
I would
you
just
forgot.
prefer that
Oh.
we perhaps part as strangers. It will
You
make
just got
things
friend zoned hard. Hard.
it makes things easier in the end.
Damn, that's cold.
man.
I reckon I can't argue with that. Now,
At least Lucian has
we
Rebecca.
turn you guys loose. We've got your word. You're gonna head back to whatever camp you prefer and not cross our paths again.
The cleric speaks up. My employer is departed, looking down at the leader. So, especially with the fact that he secured my service without fully informing me of his retinue, I consider this matter void.
Closed.
So I will be making my way back to, and she just looks you over, where I need to go.
I can understand that. Graham is gonna return her weapons and armor.
Thank you. And she takes the chainmail, quickly puts it back on, gets her mace, puts
Mind
it to her
yourself,
side.
there's something in the woods that ain't exactly a natural critter. Kind of looks over at the were-rat body. Like I said before, I'm not sure you guys would believe us, but we didn't kill that guy.
You felt it as well.
We've been seeing it. It's been playing games with us.
Well, that's more than I've seen, but I can definitely feel its presence in the area. I had been concerned, but nothing had made itself present, so I didn't think too much of it.
Wait, I have the wicker now. It's like this is what it's been leaving when it like makes itself known to us.
She holds out her hand to have you pass her the doll.
Yeah, I'll give it a thou.
Folk, religion, forest walker, possibly. Seen it here or there. Most people just leave these around to act as a protection, but whether it protects against or summons, I couldn't say. I don't concern myself with the more rural religions of this area.
Well, if you can stomach one another's company a little while longer, it might be safer for y'all to stick together on your way to civilization. But that's your choice. I'm more than content to part ways with you here.
No, I think I'll make my way by myself. Erst watches over me, and if I am destroyed in my journeys, such as his will.
Understood. Well fought, and hopefully never see you again.
War and destruction, friend.
well-
She hands back the doll.
Okay, I'll take it.
That's a hell of a prayer. I like that.
War and destruction. Should we meet again? It's on the same side.
Here's hoping.
Well, the battlefield can lead to strange occurrences. She bows her head, kind of spits on the corpse of the leader, and makes her way out of the tower.
Huh. Reckon that was a strained professional relationship. Now, how about you folks? You were me, I might just stick here and we'll send some runners to go get you your stuff back after we know we're not going to have another kerfuffle. But
Well,
reckon
maybe,
that may not be an issue.
They look at the were rat corpse. I don't really feel like staying here with that. Uh,
Right.
we'll make our way to the next check mark. Actually, no, we'll make our way to the southern check mark, and then head back to Vaxfall from there.
Understood.
Can we get our weapons and armor back?
I reckon we probably need them, but tell you what.
Not insight their intent.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hooray!
Nice.
They are a little nervous. They don't like the were rat. They don't like the fact that they are now aware that there was something in the woods watching them, and they kind of want to make as quick as they can while it's still daytime.
And they have no hostility plans. Like I could, that's how you take it. Just with them and a lot of us.
They realize that they are heavily outnumbered, and you already beat them when they were at full strength.
Cool.
Yeah.
Reckon we won't have any further problems then.
That's a good
Well, not today, at least.
You gonna be able to get your boy back home, or should I ask the trail wardens to bring him back for you?
Oh, you can get him, I guess. You get the arms, I'll get the legs.
And you never make a deal with a were rat.
I didn't know he was a were rat. I thought he
Not
was. Never
you,
mind.
him.
Well, I don't. He's dead. I don't think he can make any more deals with were rats.
It's his own fault for doing that to you.
Well, I at least got to bring him back to his ma.
Well, if you can keep his body in preservation, maybe back in Voxfall, give me some time and a little time to commune with my god. I might be able to help you out here.
Wait, I thought of a question we should ask. Was that Eric though? She had the spell.
probably gone.
She already left. Yeah.
I can do the same thing.
We should have asked how the hell he was avoiding so much damage in case we fight his kind again.
The were rat, or
I think it's
Where at?
because
He was the rogue, right?
Yeah.
It's because I think of his like racial ability.
That's racist.
I know. Freaking were rats. Can't trust them as far as you can throw it.
well, I managed to pierce his defenses with a little bit of
Magic, right?
Yeah, he
well,
was
death
more,
energy, but
he was
yeah.
more like physical immune or resistant.
We
Though I
might be able
thought-
to enchant our weapons if push comes to shove. I can't do
No.
that on a dime, but it's something I could prepare for if we're going to see more were rats.
Well, wait,
We
didn't
should.
Kaido pretty much like enchant his weapon there? Now that he's like bonded with it or whatever, and he's taking it like in sickness and health.
I didn't marry it. Listen, it's not that serious. I can bond up to 2 weapons, by the way. So
We were on a break.
it's an open marriage. It's an open
Maybe,
bond.
maybe silver would be good against them. Some silver.
Yeah, some silvered weapons may not be a bad shout in the long run.
Anyway, something to think about if we are going to attack fast.
But if we're all set here, I'll raise a cairn for the feller, and then we can be on our way.
Yeah, let's
Sounds
Let's
good.
do it. We got a race to win.
Yes, we do.
The two brothers pick up the body of the leader and just make their way out.
2 brothers.
Make
And
the way downtown.
are we good to give them back their weapons and armor? We didn't.
Yeah, it's fine.
Graham is okay with giving them because it's kind of a death sentence to just be like, "Have fun." There's a god cryptid in the woods.
This is
It likes fucking with
there's an-
people.
There's an angry deer god, and he's kind of hungry, and sometimes
Hey,
he
have you
shows
ever
up as
played
a-
Resident Evil? No reason, just asking.
Oh dear God, who's hangry?
angry.
Lucian will do a little funky dance, summon a floating disc for travel purposes, and I'll be right back.
Okay.
All right, let's get a go.
All right.
Way.
Zorse and Sir Reggie. Sir Reggie just telepathically, "You left me in the hail."
Oh yeah, and
I would have brought him in. I just
Graham's
assumed that I would have
gonna
brought
have
him in.
to burn another enemy dead on Zorse, but it's part of our strategy now. So
Yes. Zorse.
I gotta find a way to not have to do that for like beasts of burden.
Zorse remains under your control for 24 hours more.
If I had my gun, I'd kill you. Yeah, well, you don't.
I believe after, I don't know actually. I'm sure you could. There's a way to do it to keep like an undead beast of burden under your command for
ever.
I think more powerful spells. Plus, I think I could. I'm using it for like its bare minimum application at this point. I could literally res this dude from the dead and have him as a zombie
Or a skeleton.
or a skeleton.
All right. You have a floating disc. You have a Lucian who is tethered to said disc via magic.
And off we go to adventure.
Okay. Let's take a look here. Okay. So you are on League 6 of 9 towards the last checkpoint.
And the race is won when we get from the last checkpoint to Backfall, right?
Yeah, you have to hit the checkpoints on the way back as well.
Yeah. I mean, from last checkpoint to Vaxfall. Once we get to Vaxfall first, we win.
Yep.
Or don't. Whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. So you mount the horses. Some of you sit on the discs.
Do we want to?
Yep.
And we're going what, like a little faster than normal, I think. Anyway.
Yeah. When we use the disc method, we go a little bit faster. Save some time.
Okay. So you cover the next league over the course of 30 minutes without issue. And do you keep going at a fast pace?
Yeah, I would probably.
Yeah.
Okay. I will have Graham and Otto each make individual perception checks.
Oops.
Okay.
That's persuasion. I wanted perception.
Okay.
It was still the same.
Yep.
You don't see too much. The area you're in is still somewhat hilly. The forest is also thicker in this area as well, but you do manage to find yourselves a good path that you can follow that has seen some more wear, probably from shepherds, you would figure, in this area. It's relatively clear. You don't see anything that would be suspicious or would indicate that you are in trouble.
Okay.
So
that's good.
You are on the last league, and you can actually see the red smoke rising from the horizon.
Do we want to go full speed ahead?
Yeah, I'm okay with that. I mean, within reason that we're not gonna hurt ourselves or lose time in some
Power sliding on our
Or
horses.
Sweet Reggie.
Roll.
All right.
Ho Chungus away.
Can you guys hear the TV if I'm not muted?
No.
No.
Believe so. No. Okay.
How about now?
Seems all right.
Yeah, it's fine.
I don't hear anything.
Okay. At the end of this league, your disc dissipates. Although I'm assuming Lucian just summons it again after 10 minutes. Yeah. Okay. The disc returns. And you are on the last league before you reach the final checkpoint.
But then...
Graham, Otto, go ahead and make more perception checks.
Aww.
Otto spots it is a small, torn down camp. Not, torn down via violence, but you see a fire that has been stamped out. The grass in the area has been matted down, as if people had been walking in this area. Looks like people had been here. You're not sure how long ago.
Maybe somebody can roll a survival or something.
If somebody points it out to Graham, I could try.
See how long ago.
Yeah, I mean, I'll point it out.
Well, yeah, Graham, if you would like to roll a survival, you can go ahead and do that.
I will D4. I was gonna say I could D4 you.
All right, go ahead and add that D4.
This is cyberbullying.
You're not sure exactly. It's maybe at least 8 hours old.
Dang, we might be a good bit behind. Can't tell for certain though.
You put it somewhere between like within the past 2 to 8 hours. You're not sure. The morning dew has kind of ruined a lot of your ability to investigate this.
Reckon we better keep moving.
Yep.
We may want to pick up the pace if that's true.
All right.
Pop Hestia back into reality and send her on a forward scouting party.
Okay. Hestia can go ahead and roll perception if she would like.
She would like.
Hestia sees an arrow right before it hits her eye.
Hey, early warning system. I'm cool.
Um, Hestia would see the final checkpoint just a mile ahead of you. That's all she can really see within this one, like within the mile that she's like kind of like looking around.
Okay, cool. I'll relay that to the team.
Does she see any mice?
How flat does the land look? I guess I would ask Lucian, or looked.
Hestia could relay to Lucian that the land is still rather hilly in this area, and doesn't flatten out a bit, as far as she can tell, for at least a few miles.
Yes, hilly.
We should probably pick up the pace then.
Okay. You eventually approach the final checkpoint. You see the various people there. It's once again very similar to the other checkpoints you'd go into. Just a short, squat building and a small tower that had been kind of hastily thrown together over the course of a day, maybe. There's somebody in the top who is fanning the fires, throwing some special ashes into it to make it turn like the red smoke. The tower itself does have a sign on it. Just reads, final checkpoint. And the person there, I arrived.
Yep.
We're making it interesting, aren't we?
Nah, well, maybe. I mean, well, no, it's not my place to say. Never mind. Heads inside.
I want to insight that comment.
Yeah, go ahead, roll insight if you like.
I'll try as well.
Where is? Hold on, my insight is not clicking.
Can you refresh the page?
Well, Tony, why you do?
We'll go with Graham's. All right, there you go.
Yeah, go with Graham's.
Graham, you get these. He knows something, and he's doesn't really want to say.
So we just turn around now and.
No. Hold on. He goes inside and he brings out. It is a banner. It has the Viderheim symbol on it. That would be a raven on a green background. And so he just plops that. There you go. There's the item you're bringing back to Voxfall.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And here's the trick here. You gotta make sure that stays clean. Can't let it hit the ground.
Ah, hell. All right.
What was this again? A banner?
Yep. It's basically just a flag on a It is specifically a wooden pole, goes up about 10 feet, and there are two wooden bits, basically two wooden crosses on the top and a few feet below. The banner is going to be attached to both the top cross and the bottom cross. So it is forming not like a flag that's like flapping in the wind, but basically kind of like more.
It's kind of like an. It's kind of like an eye. It's kind of like one of those banners that are like it's like an eye, and it's like a T on both sides, and it's okay.
Yeah.
Who wants to hold this?
I will if I got to. I can
I mean, I can
hold it
hold it.
upright while I sit back and sling
Yeah, I was-
spells if I gotta.
I was thinking,
What
like,
what happens if it drops?
Well, you either clean it real good or you know, get disqualified when you pick it back at
I
next
can
fall.
hold it in my strong arm.
All right.
Your
Just,
job is to make sure this never hits the floor ever.
What is it?
It's a banner, Chungus.
If we keep this clean and we get to Voxfall first, we win.
Maybe I shouldn't be the one holding this, guys.
Right. I'll hold on to it for now then.
All right. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Okay. Well, good luck. 27 leagues back.
Well, let's mosey.
Fuck.
At what point do our mounts start to get exhaustion? I'm just kind of curious.
Zorse never.
Well, yeah, he's a freak of nature.
So Reginald would be able to travel at a fast pace for about 4 hours before he starts to get exhausted.
So what's his normal pace? I'm like can't remember this.
It would be a little bit faster. So instead of an hour, it'd be 45 minutes to travel a league.
And then if he's going faster, that's 30 minutes, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Are there any horses at the final checkpoint here?
No horses.
Well, let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Okay.
Boom, boom.
Agreed.
Whenever we get a flat like land where we don't have to do like much handling, I guess we can speed it up.
Yeah, we can go fast.
Okay.
For now, we'll go moderately until we get to an open breakaway, I guess.
Okay. So
What
you're
time
just
is it
going to
now?
travel the standard pace.
Yeah.
All right.
So what's 45 per league?
Yep. So, heading back, you go the first of the the 27 leagues back. It is still rather hilly, and definitely thick forests. You still have various like shepherd paths you can follow in the area, but after about 45 minutes, you are crossing the first league. At this point, Lucian's disc, both taking some time to study the campsite as well as talking to the person at the last checkpoint, is covered about 15 minutes. Then the 45 minutes covers the hour. The disc disappears.
He resummons like the
Ritual.
the magician that he is.
The disc comes back. You sit on it, and you continue on. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So you cover another league on the way back. Now, which way are you going? Are you traveling back the way you had previously come, heading back to that ruined tower, or are you taking a new path?
I would say we should probably retrace because it'll be familiar country, so we could
Yeah.
probably make better time on the return.
Yes, we should.
That's my thought.
Unless something's such a massive shortcut that we know of. But I don't think that's gonna be like viable.
Yeah, can I send like Hestia up to kind of scout the terrain and see if there's a better path just in case?
Yeah, go ahead.
I like to see, I guess, really what's the hardest part? That like snowy part that we went through was probably the one that we might want to avoid. It seemed like to really slow us down. But that was early.
That was super
Yeah,
early.
I'll send her up.
And that
see
was
if-
also kind of a storm, and it was near the that white, so maybe he was causing it or some shit.
We were tracking something.
There was a forest after that cliff too where we got roped up, and I feel like we had to roll for animal.
If for that cliff, you can probably use levitation. That free fall spell that you have.
The feather fall, yeah,
Featherfall.
that's true.
Literally just throw Zorse over the edge.
You just fall,
You can
jump
dodge an
right
undead
off.
horse, you can dodge a ball.
Feather fall.
Yeah, so we
Oh,
do
yeah,
have a
whatever.
plan for
Let's
that.
just keep going.
Yep,
What are we doing?
let's push it. I mean, you can scout like
Yeah, Scotland
as you feel you need to. As
Scout. All right. We'll
as
we'll
we
scout
go.
action. Just
She can do orbits while you're resummoning the disc.
Okay.
yeah, I don't need to concentrate on her at all, or the disc. I'm pretty sure.
The disc does not require concentration. Okay. So you continue on.
Oh, sorry, I just want to scout with her.
Oh yeah, go ahead. She can roll perception. All right. She actually does see a group of people that is camped down. They would be about 2 miles ahead of you.
Mm.
Okay.
Do they have green cloaks?
No, she can't tell.
Do they have the same banner we do that they have to return to Voxfall?
With a 13, she can't tell.
Okay, we can try that as we get a little closer.
Yeah, you said 2 miles. There seems to be a party up ahead. I will try to keep an eye on them. I can't tell very much about them. We should be wary, but we should hustle.
Right.
Let's keep going. Like, I guess, can he try again in another mile?
You could give it another shot in a bit.
Let's get a bit closer.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay. They are not necessarily on the trail back the way you came, but they're not super far. They're about half a mile off of the trail that you followed north.
They're about half a mile from the trail that we followed north.
Well, I would say check in on them with Hestia every now and then, but
Thank you.
otherwise we just keep moving.
Yes, I will just maintain vision, Hestia's vision, while I ride the horse.
Makes sense to me.
Okay.
About 30 minutes later, you are a little bit closer. You're about a mile closer, so if you'd like, you can go ahead and do another perception check with Hestia.
This game hates us.
Yeah, you're
Alright,
not really
Not
sure.
like it.
Let's get the bad rolls out of the way now.
Yeah, this is true.
You are closer. Hestia has been looking for them, so you don't know if they have a banner or not, but you do see that they are a group that is definitely armed and armored.
Do we have a head count?
Looks to be about 6 of them.
Probably the last competitors.
Definitely. All right.
Or is the group that you healed earlier?
Well, I reckon there ain't 6 of them.
Well, you would remember because you helped them, so you would know off the top of your head how many they had.
We also fought them. I think weren't they like 5 or 6 total before we killed them?
No,
There
no.
were-
There's a group that you
the
helped
one you
heal.
healed with the.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
That wouldn't be them. They don't look like they are. They don't have the robes on or the cloaks that the Order of the Broken Scythe has.
All right. This group does not look familiar. They are about half a mile from the path, so I don't know if that is for their own protection or their own.
Trying to stay out of sight.
Yeah, it's hard to
scandalous.
say. Well, they want to give us a wide berth. I reckon we return
Yeah,
the
let's
favor and
not-
just keep on keeping on.
Yeah, let me see here.
Actually,
Are they still camping?
Yeah, they're basically just camping in a small trail. Actually, if you'd like, one of you can make an intelligence roll.
Ooh, am I intelligent?
I could definitely
Let's
make
find
intelligence
out.
roll.
An intelligence roll?
Oh no, I am. Oh yeah, I am.
You are, yes.
Should we all do it?
Just-
Who is?
I just like how he's like, yes, you are intelligent.
Yes, this is dog.
Well, you
Whoa,
can roll
wait,
that.
wait! It's a critical fail
You can reroll once.
because Fiffle's a kind-hearted half.
Our token halfling improves HR.
The Silverhawks only had 5 members to their group. You remember that when you took off a few days ago, you made sure to get a head count of all the different groups who had been participating.
Let's just keep going and
With the 12, did I like?
Let's
If
keep-
they're camping, they are resting. If they are resting, they might be hurt.
let's keep going and
Go
we
fuck
can-
them up.
Fight.
I know this is me saying this, but we don't need to fight right now.
What?
If they're
Like in-game?
resting, we can gain a
He's
lot
a
of ground
were
here.
rat.
We can
We-
leapfrog.
Yeah,
in-game-
right. Burn him. He's a
But then
witch.
they will, if they're going in the same direction, they will be rested and will have a longer time to catch up to us and make the same decision we have to make now.
That's why you can keep an eye on them with Hestia.
But she's not always so reliable.
I mean, it's what, like 6
Yeah,
people.
it's
I'm pretty sure you could like keep an eye behind us. If they're resting, depending on
They
how
could
much
they could
have
come
to-
up on us in the night.
so we get further ahead than they would expect us to be.
How many of them are there?
Like
5?
a fox.
Six.
No, you see 6 people camping.
6.
We need to just like book it and stop like wasting time on it.
What time is it right now? What time of day is it?
Right, like 9?
It would be it would actually it'd be about 9 a.m.
We're making good time. I say we
We
just keep
can-
moving.
Yeah,
Keep on? All right, let's go. Yeah, we've been in
Is
a
it-
lot of fights. I'd be
I-
down to just.
The odds
if
are pretty good,
it's us
given
and
what I
them.
know. Like, if
What
they're one of our
blood?
competitors that's even in the ballpark of us, if they're camping now, they're probably like just settling down based on the last campsite we saw, based on the age of it. Admittedly, that could be just because Graham rolled completely shit, but Graham
Yeah.
doesn't know that.
Yeah, let's just push through. If we have to go down the side of a cliff or anything, we can feather fall down, and that alone will probably slow them down.
How many
Maybe.
people can you feather fall?
Like I think up to 5 or 6.
Oh, true.
5 fallen
it's
creatures.
creature based, so the horses are gonna be.
I can resummon mines and
We can
Yeah,
take 2
we
waves.
get
also.
Zorst down. The more hardy of us can climb. Like, at the very least, Chungus can definitely climb down.
Does
I mean,
Zors
it's-
take damage? Isn't he just undead?
He's undead, but he has a stat block. You can bring him down.
I'm
So we
assuming
can't
we're
just like
moving
put
while
him off,
discussing
push
this.
him off the cliff.
No. Also, Graham's undead aren't like unfeeling undead. There is a horse in there.
I mean, it has
well-
feeling.
A tortured horse's heart.
Hold
Deep
on
inside.
real tight to the floating disc. It won't hit the ground.
All right.
Cool.
Just river rafting in a fucking Tensor's floating disc. That
Well,
sounds
actually-
awesome.
No, I have a question about that. Then, if Lucian feather falls himself,
Ooh.
I don't need
disc
to have
has
climate
this-
speed.
no, like how would the disc
It has to be like
react? Like it's got to be a certain amount of
Follows me by 20 feet behind, and
yeah, but I mean vertically.
vertically it will it just goes to the bottom, so it will drop like instantly.
Oh,
no, it
okay.
has to be 20
it
feet
can't,
near you.
it can't cross an elevation change of 10 feet or more.
No, I mean if it was like if the mountain was like say a gentle slope, you could just feather fall down and it would slowly like go down the mountain too with you, right?
As long as the elevation differential wasn't more than 10 feet.
Okay. No, I was just kind of curious about that. Anyway, I guess we should keep moving.
Yeah, we should just keep moving.
Yeah.
I like to fight, but we're in a race.
I'm gonna put Hestia just between us and them, keeping
Yeah.
the best eye out possible so we get any early warnings if they get any ideas.
Okay. All right. So you cover the remaining mile of the league without any issue, just making sure you stay away from them. You find yourself back at the ruined tower. You don't see anybody there. It looks empty.
Is the cairn with the were rat undisturbed?
It is.
All right. Well, that's good.
Onward.
Yeah, might as well just fucking pedal to the metal.
Good.
Okay.
Is this flat? Is this flat-ish area?
No, this area is still rather hilly.
Okay.
You remember it doesn't really flatten out until
After the
you
mountain.
reach the river you had come to the first time.
Okay. Well, let's do this.
Please go.
So you continue on. So you've traveled 4 leagues at this point. So this point, yeah, it's about 10 a.m.
We must continue.
Okay, you go 5 leagues, 30 minutes or 45 minutes. So 6 leagues.
Turns out you can make really good time cross country if nothing's trying to fucking kill you on the way.
7 leagues.
Do we need to stop to eat to give the horses a break? Anything?
At this point, yes, the horses are, well, one horse, Sir Reginald, is getting a little tired. You also need to make sure you have food and water for the day.
All right, let's take a forage break. We should have bought ourselves a good amount of distance, so
Yeah.
now should be a decent-ish time. At least so goes the theory. Graham will strike out, possibly with a buddy, and make a nature check.
Okay. Graham, go ahead, make. All right, yep. Graham is able to track is actually a deer. And Graham sees a deer that is just kind of sitting in a meadow, just eating some grass. Every once in a while, it picks up its head, looks around, but you're far enough away, you're able to see the tracks, and you're able to track it down without too much trouble.
Good. And it doesn't seem to be like an evil deer god kind of deer, does it?
It looks like just a regular small deer.
Just a
Edible
hard
deer.
You're gonna kill it, and it's gonna grow like 75 feet and devour you.
It's a were-deer.
I would play a were-deer. That sounds like fun. Is Graham on his own, or could I get Piffle to like shoot it with an arrow?
Did Fiffle go with Graham?
Not specifically.
Or would Fiffle have gone with Graham?
If asked.
No, it was a hunting
invited.
thing.
I assume he would have asked you to go hunting with him.
Probably at least one buddy because evil deer gods.
Fair.
Okay.
So let's say I'm there and I shoot it with an arrow.
Go ahead and make an attack roll.
Nice.
That does hit. Go ahead, roll damage.
It's a sneak attack too, isn't it?
Yeah,
If it matters.
it's not a big deer. It's enough. The arrow pierces the deer's heart, and the creature drops.
Nice shot.
Bambi, no.
We're character development for Bambi. Now you can get class levels. You're welcome.
So, you know the deal. I shoot him, you carry him.
All right. Graham will truss up the corpse and bring it back to dress and make delicious venison out of.
Oh yeah, Graham and
I'd
Fiffle,
carry it,
you can
otherwise
go
I'd
ahead
have
and
to
make
rip
a
up
perception
slab.
check.
Uh-oh.
That's good.
Wow, yeah, both of you see it out of the corner of your eye. You see against a rock it is a broken arrow. The arrow looks like maybe it had missed and struck the rock, breaking. But you do notice that the feathers on the fletching are silver.
Ah. And the last group was
Oh.
the silver arrows, question mark?
The
It
arrow
wasn't.
itself is a steel-tipped bit. Just the feathers are silver, like a silver color.
Okay. So they've been
make-
through here and there's been fighting or hunting.
Make a nature check. Graham, these came from a these feathers are maybe dyed or magically colored, but these are definitely feathers from a hawk.
Silver hawks, you say? Maud, you say? Well, we've got company who's either been in the area or is in the area. So let's keep our heads on a swivel when we're heading back, huh?
Mm-hmm.
And
All right.
with that, we shall return to the group and begin dressing our kill
Okay,
and
go
doing
ahead.
the John Marston thing.
Make a survival check.
What did you eat?
Yeah.
Nice.
So Graham is expertly able to take out a knife and can begin to, I think it's clean the deer, where you
Yeah,
just
it's got all the same loving rendering as a Monster Hunter food cinematic, but it's just
well, Graham takes out the arrow, cuts away the skin, and starts cutting off bits of the venison. The deer itself, you'd probably put at about 50 pounds.
nice. I can carry 50 pounds back to the wagon.
Whee!
But
Is that enough to feed us all?
It should be. That's a lot of
Better
fucking
be.
meat.
Hang on. 50
well,
pounds
the
each.
deer weighs 50 pounds. Whether
Yeah,
or not
the amount of serviceable meat, maybe not. How much serviceable meat does that roll get me?
you were able to expertly clean it, and cut away a decent portion of meat. You figure you can get about 6 pounds of meat from the deer within an hour's time.
All right, that seems like a thing to do.
And because the kill was so clean, you're pretty sure you could get more meat if you had more time.
Sometimes the time. Can we build a fire while they're doing their hunting stuff?
Yeah, go ahead and make a survival check to start a fire, Lucian. Or somebody who is with Lucian.
Lucian
What-
suggests that we start a fire too.
What kind of check?
Survival.
Survival.
Oh, I could help.
I'll
I
D4
love
him.
surviving.
Let's
I'm
go
a
pick some
fan of
sticks up.
surviving. Come on,
Okay, I'll
don't botch
D4
it,
you.
don't botch it, don't botch it.
Some good sticks.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I talked so much shit. I'm so glad. I did.
Nice.
The secrets of fire
Yeah, I'm
remain a
pretty sure you
mystery
could
to
have rolled that at advantage too.
Well, you can add a D4.
Yeah, you can add
He's
D4.
good.
Uh,
Is that
I
good
would- I would-
enough?
I would love to add a D4 if I figured out how to. Bam.
All right.
Good,
So
Alright,
20.
that's
Easier D.
You
Did you want a
are,
Easy
campfire?
D4.
I thought you meant bonfire.
The
you're able to
forest
get some
burns down.
sticks together and get a clear dirt patch, get some rocks around it, put the sticks in, and you have the tinderbox. You're able to get the fire going without too much trouble. And by the time you get all this done, Graham returns with a deer slung over his shoulders. At which point he then proceeds to clean it and cut away some meat, and you have right now 6 pounds of venison.
What did you eat? I reckon I could get a little more out of this feller if we can take a little additional time here.
But you also
much
like
time we got?
I don't know this, but you also I don't know. Do you remember that you saw that arrow?
Yeah, and Graham. In fact, Graham will have brought it back, and he'll just kind of toss it out near the fire, but not onto it.
Okay.
So our company has been by here, either been or still is.
So yeah, Graham throws just the shaft of an arrow with the silver feathers on the fletching. The arrowhead itself is broken off from the arrow, but it's the fletching, I believe, that is the more important bit for everyone. So
Could he tell like from his rope before like how long that arrow's been there?
not with the nature check. It just struck the rock, so he's not sure exactly. With some
Yeah.
investigation, you might be able to.
Yeah, but that's
That'll probably take time we don't have. Like we
Yeah,
can waste time figuring out how far
Yeah.
ahead or
No,
behind
no,
of us
no.
they
I
are, or
meant
we
more
can just
like
spend it
if he
moving.
knew like he figured it out there on the spot.
Ah,
No,
not
not there on
worth-
the spot. It would require more in-depth look to
Yeah,
determine.
it's not. Yeah,
a
it's not
little bit
worth
of
it.
sleuthing.
All right, I guess
Well,
we can eat and then get rolling
sleuthing.
again.
If you can keep an eye out for problems, might be best served camping out here till I can get everything off this carcass, and then we won't have to stop.
Sure. How long would that take?
Depending on the survival rolls, you could get a set amount of meat per hour.
If we got 6 pounds the first time, the second time you will probably get less than half. Is that worth the time?
I'm not sure. That might come
Need
down
at least
to
a half pound a person. Right now, 6 pounds, half pound. Worth it.
might be.
Again.
If you're trying to get multiple days of food, you gotta get more. But
It might be a small deer, but it is a whole ass deer carcass.
we could drag it around with us.
We could bring it with us. It doesn't weigh too much. All right, let's do that. And
Just stuff it in Hank.
Yeah. Do you remember the water?
Graham, actually, what Graham can do is cast another gentle repose, but this time instead of a ritual, I will. Well, no, if we need to bring the disc back, I'll cast it as a ritual. If we don't need to bring the disc back, I'll just cast it normally to save time.
You would need to bring the disc back.
We do need to bring the disc back.
Okay, so while you're bringing the disc back, Graham will ritually cast gentle repose to keep the deer meat fresh, and then we just bring it with us, and we can skin it wherever we make camp.
Chop it up, give it to Hank for a little bit.
Hey, Hank, you like venison?
Yeah.
Oh.
If we give you some of this venison, do you promise not to eat the rest so we can eat that venison?
How much venison?
Well, made a decent
Hands and
sized
feet.
kill. It's not a huge deer, not exactly a 30-point.
Give him deer hands.
Belly's full.
Yeah.
Give him the deer hands.
Deers
Deer
don't have
hands.
hands.
Yeah,
They
you
have
can have the
hooves.
Yeah, but they're hands for deers.
No, they're
Yeah,
not.
it's
They're
deer
hooves.
hands.
It's the equivalent of hands, Hank. It's the
They
same
both-
thing.
They're the same thing.
Hands have fingers.
They have fingers. It's just meshed into one as a hoof.
I don't
Well,
like
yeah,
it.
Just have one thing.
It's one finger. Yeah.
It's like the fucking Adventure Time
deer
deer.
have 4 fingers.
Deers don't have any fingers. Deers have hooves.
God,
Well, you're
when
eating
did he
them anyway.
fucking become a genius in like anatomy of like different animals? It's a fucking.
Well, he was made by a wizard.
He,
so.
he gets a bonus on all hand-related checks.
Yeah,
Hank knows
his
hands.
hand-related checks are like plus 12.
It's
Jesus
like-
Christ.
Hank
I'm
has
just
one
imagining
skill in
Kaito
that
trying to
column.
convince Hank that all
Hands.
deer are like this.
I know. I think I know exactly what this is before. Yes, I knew it. I fucking knew it. Can we send him this meme? Can I show him this meme? Somehow.
I feel like bringing memes to a D&D setting is like unleashing a primal evil upon a world.
I don't know how I would do that.
I mean, we are that evil.
Hank, you want fingers? I have
Yes.
Fingers. Would you like some white fingers?
No.
White finger. What do you have?
They're no fresh fingers, fresh hands, and maybe
They're
a
from
little of
a-
the
like a
forearm,
ghost
just
beast.
for at least the
Oh,
wrist.
oh.
At least up to the
Oh,
wrist.
light.
Meanwhile, the competition is getting
Gotcha.
further and further away.
This is just happening in the background as we're all ritually casting.
Like, just give me the venison. I'll hold it, and I won't eat more. I won't eat all of it. Okay.
Thank you, Hank.
Thanks, Hank.
Ow.
Oh.
He just you lower the deer carcass into Hank. He's just like opens up, and the deer just sinks into him, and he just closes and licks his lips.
I gotta tell you, I saw my first beheaded ghost when I was 8 years old, and that was way less intense than this is.
And might I remind you, this is just on Chungus as a fanny pack.
It, just disappearing into Chungus's ass.
To remind
It's
me,
like throwing its head back like a goose.
Hank is not good at storing water, right? He drowns. I remember.
Yeah, we
that
accidentally waterboarded
Yeah.
it.
That's right.
That was
Okay.
nice.
Now, you did pack him full of the water. You
That's a
packed him
lot of
full-
water.
Right. All right.
Onward.
He's gonna throw up a deer again.
He is.
All
All right.
right.
Onward, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Across the next league without issue. It's about 2 p.m. now.
Ah,
You see the red smoke from the checkpoint in the distance.
Let's go.
It is closing in on 3 when you get to that checkpoint. You see one of the people there. You would see him as the orc who had been manning the tower previously. Now on the ground, he's like, yeah, crossblades, good. All right.
Howdy.
Jeez,
Does.
have we caught up yet? That was just like I'm like saying that like open like up in the air to see if he like says anything.
Well, I'm can't really say. You know, part of
I-
the rules. I'm not supposed to.
I'm just messing with you. I know.
Is this the guy that I failed horribly trying to bribe?
No, that would be a dwarf. This is an orc.
Oh.
Or
I was gonna say
half orc.
second time.
Now they all look the same.
No,
to
I'll
me.
just pat him on the back. I'm just messing with you, buddy. I know.
Yeah. I can see you got the banner, so that's good.
Well, anything to be concerned about other than the usual?
Can't really say. I mean, nothing I would warn you about.
Well, I'll take that. Thank you kindly.
Mm.
Let's try to keep up the pace as long as we can.
All
Does
right.
Hestia see anything?
Well, Hestia can try to if she'd like.
Oh, Hestia, I'm sorry, I didn't hear that part. Yeah, she would like to scout.
Okay.
And do we remember if this coming up is flat or no?
Eventually.
Okay. Let's get to that flat land.
Hestia doesn't really see anything. It's
She's a
just
little
kind of
drunk today.
Not even the six figures.
No, she didn't really see them move. They just kind of
Okay.
sat there as they slowly disappeared under the horizon.
Makes sense. All
What
right.
if,
Well,
what if there were illusions?
let's just hope we're fortunate for
Paranoia.
a change and get ourselves through this gauntlet.
Let's do it.
The half orc man
Let's
just
do it.
well, he didn't fight any of the the guards they had stationed on the road. The ones with the red sash.
Did was that a concern?
Yeah, they told you right at the start. Or did you miss the speech?
Remind me. It's been several in-game
Yeah.
or real-life weeks.
They had
reasons.
told you that there would basically be guards along various trails who would be wearing red sashes who would basically kind of rumble with you and attempt to slow you down.
Gotcha. Well, so far we haven't run into any, but thank you for the salient reminder that we're probably gonna.
And the reminder to not accidentally kill them.
Well, I'll try not to.
Yeah.
Just a guy doing a job, man.
Oh my god.
As we all laugh, knowing the grim truth of 24 hours ago.
They didn't
Oh,
have red
geez.
sashes.
It's turned dark right away.
Yeah, Jimmy's celebrating his daughter's second birthday next week.
Listen, Jimmy's got honest work now.
And Bill's getting married.
Oh my god.
Boy, his childhood sweetheart. Who'd have thunk it, right? Stop raising death flags.
That's terrible.
Poor Timmy. First day on the force, 2 days till retirement.
The half orc man. Can I show you a picture of my daughter?
We're looking, just an arrow, just.
It's terrible.
All right, I guess we should
Yeah, we'll mosey.
mosey.
All right.
Mosey.
Mosey along.
Haha, my folkisms are rubbing off on you.
It is about 3 p.m. now.
I mean, you've made me very tactful in like declining people's terrible jobs, and now I'm saying mosey.
The
All
path
right.
of darkness is littered with mosies.
Okay. So yeah, Graham and the rest of the Crossblades mosey on. Okay.
Our motto: let's mosey.
Travel the next league. Travel next league. And at this point, you find yourself at a cliff face. Goes down about 30 feet, and you can see the remains of some wood structures at the bottom, as well as a makeshift wood structure at the top.
Hey, I know who made this.
Hey,
Do
remember?
we want to do Operation Zorstrop?
Let's get Zorst down, and then I guess the rest of us can feather fall.
Yeah.
Featherfall Zorse in particular, I would say, because Zorse is going to be the hardest to get up or down a cliff face.
Question: how does
Like a big
featherfall work if
splat.
somebody is sitting on Zorst?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Well,
Is there a
if
weight
they
limit?
aren't considered one of the 5 people, or like the 5 creatures, it wouldn't work. They basically fall off and fall.
So the writer,
Graham is okay to try to climb down the cliff face or rappel it or something.
Let me go first. I have I'm a natural climber, and I can catch anyone from the bottom in case we start to fall.
Oh, yeah, okay,
Alright.
that's a good deal. That is true.
Lucian.
So Lucian will take it down.
Okay. Lucian climbs down. finds himself at the bottom.
Ready is a feather fall reaction for any falling comrades.
All right. So you have Graham Otto, Fiffle Chungus,
Kaido.
How the hell
What
are
is-
you gonna
what
convince
is this
this
roll?
horse
Reggie,
to
and
jump
Zorse.
off?
So
How are you going to convince the horse to jump the fuck off?
Mine,
Well, I
can
can
literally
because
just
me and
command
Reggie
them to
have
go.
like this bond. So if Reggie and I jump and we're considered two entities, and he does the two entities, would that work in which that we can fall down together?
Sure.
yeah, if
You want to do that?
Is it a creature or a construct?
it's a creature.
Yeah, creatures work.
All right, let's do that. And then I guess you have free reign for everybody else.
Graham is going to try to climb down manually.
Okay.
Athletics, I assume.
Yep. Go ahead, Graham. Make an athletics check.
How's your horse?
Rolling.
What about your horse?
Graham, you put your foot down, and a bit of a stone tumbles away, but you were able to catch yourself and are able to then climb down this cliff face.
I would say we just Featherfall Zorse. That's my thinking, anyway.
Zorse looks at you with his dead eyes, his literal dead eyes.
We'll get you, buddy. Don't you worry.
Hold him on down.
I say, like, it's a total of 5 people who can get Featherfall, right?
Yeah.
5 creatures. Yep.
So all but 5 of us, or rather, we figure out however many of us have to climb down, like Lucian, me,
Well,
and
Lucian's down.
Chungus.
Lucian's
And
down
then
already.
everybody else just yeets themselves off. Maybe not Reginald, because you can summon him at the bottom again.
Well, Lucian's already down there.
Let Chungus jump off because he's most likely to take the most damage for the most momentum.
I'm probably the best climber though.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, he
Oh,
can
yeah?
probably
Oh,
get down
true.
effortlessly.
Oh, true. Well, yeah, let's just get one more person down and then have everybody else jump off.
So Graham is climbing it. Zorse will just do Operation Dumbo Drop.
I'll cling to Chungus's back.
Okay.
Can I have? I guess I can have Reginald go drop down too.
Okay.
Who's taking the horses down?
We were thinking feather falling them, literally just having them jump.
You can just command the horse and it'll...
I mean, I can. I don't know how.
Yeah,
Zorse
Zorse does
Zorse
everything.
will
That-
follow my every command, so I can literally tell him to
Okay.
do whatever.
Great. Well, then that sounds great.
So can we just assume the horses are down there now at this point?
Well, who's feather falling? Is it just going to be
climb down
Otto,
for-
Reggie, and Zorse?
And no, is it
Kaido.
athletics to go down?
Yeah.
Athletics to climb down, yes.
No, I don't need featherfall. I can just climb down.
I can try climbing down then if I.
Well,
fall.
why would you? Is the question.
Yeah, it's
Or-
also we're trying to
Oh,
get
aren't you
speed
limited?
here.
I thought we were limited at the number of people.
We're trying to get
Max
speed
5, where
here.
we're increasing
Oh,
risk
alright,
by every
fuck
person
it,
that
I'll
does
cannonball
it.
all we
out.
need to
I'll
do is just
cannonball
have-
down. You better catch me, motherfucker. You better catch me.
Trust fall.
Do it all at the
of
same
this
time.
talk, with a
Y'all gotta
plus
be in the
6
air together.
athletics, if I'm skipping that, you better catch me. So yeah, I'm jumping now. I'll cannonball down.
Yeah, we're trying to get
We just need to leave 5
Can I
bodies
whisper?
for the feather
How do
fall,
you
and
whisper
everybody else
to-
climbs down.
Ian, how do I whisper to you?
As a you can just do
What? What?
dash or is it W
Yeah.
dash? Hold on.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I will cannonball directly to where Lucian is standing.
No.
So he
Bro, I
has
will
to
kiss
feather
you so softly that you will wake up in a cold sweat dreaming about it for years.
Kaido cannonballs off,
Yes.
followed by Zorse and Reggie. Reggie more graceful. Zorse kind of just walking off like it was
Just
still
Coyote
land,
times it.
kind of tumbling over. What does Lucian do?
Well, where's Chungus and Piffle?
They're still at the top.
Chungus was going to climb down.
And Otto?
Still at the top.
I'm waiting for you to catch my horse.
Yeah. Get your asses down here. 5 people at a time.
Fine, I'll jump down, and if I die, I die. I don't care.
Okay, audio jumps.
Let's go.
Is
He
that
dies,
1,
he
2,
dies.
3, 4? I mean, if you
Exactly.
wanted to jump, that'd be
You're
good. But
supposed
if
to
not,
jump.
I mean, we're
Feather
trying,
fall.
I'm gonna
we're
climb
trying
down.
to make time here, I guess.
feather
Uh,
fall.
okay, Featherfall at the last second
Shit.
Zorse kind of just hits on the side, but stands back up. Reggie catches Otto shortly after, and Kaido also next to Zorse. Chungus is able to climb down with Fiffle on his back with zero issue whatsoever.
Nice.
All right.
Nice.
Move.
Floating disc ritual.
Mm-hmm. Heave-ho.
You cross the next league and arrive at the river you had previously crossed. It is going quickly now. It's not, frozen that you can see.
Let's go through that little like shallowish area that we went through.
Okay. Stepping into the water, you would notice that it's actually still very cold. Not as cold as before, but still very cold.
Water cold.
Quick scouting party with Hestia.
Yep, go ahead.
Well, he does that. Who wants to like? If I remember right, Reginald didn't like get really soaked or anything, right?
Well, he got wet, but he didn't have to worry about being cold. All
No,
right.
but like, how far up did it go? Like,
Oh, it went up to about his
His
neck.
neck or something, yeah.
oh, okay. So I'll go about halfway again, and then
Mentioned or something.
Misty step over to the other
Okay.
side.
Misty step.
That is how we did it last time. That's right.
All right. Reggie crosses halfway. Otto
And then
Misty steps over to avoid getting too wet. And then Sir Reggie crosses the river to Otto's side.
Yep, and then I'll help dry him off.
He just kind
Can I actually make a fire for when like the rest of them get? I don't know. It depends.
Is
how
there
long they
still
take.
snow all around here, or no more snow?
No, not in this area. You just kind of approached it earlier in the day when it was still chilly and the sun hadn't gone up all the way to melt the snow the first time. But right now it's about 6 p.m. and the sun is starting to go down.
Ooh.
Hestia sees a
Uh-oh.
no, she 16. Yeah, she sees something kind of fluttering in the wind about 2, maybe 3 miles ahead of you.
Might be the banner.
Fluttering in the wind, 2-3 miles ahead of me.
DEFCON 1.
Just in a section where the trees do not aren't very thick. It's a little bit thinner. You're heading south from where you are. It would be about half a mile east. Or I'm sorry, no, east. Yep, half a mile east.
Well, I would reckon
The
that's our
fluttering
competition.
something.
Do we think we can beat them in speed, or should we just beat them to a pulp?
Oh, I think we can beat them in speed. I'd rather avoid any confrontations if we can avoid it, because they'll just take up time to patch ourselves back up. These guys are experienced woodsmen if they're keeping pace like this.
You're right about the time. But I do like pulp with my orange juice.
To be fair, we're in the business of knocking heads. If they want to come to us, we can deal with them, but I'd just as soon avoid it in the name of haste.
Yeah, I make a good point. This is still a race.
Well, I think I see them about 2 miles west. So if we want to keep a clear breath of them, let's go 2 miles southeast.
All right. What's the terrain look like from the air? Do we have a nice straightaway where we can make good time?
At this point, now that you've gone past the cliff and have gone a few more miles, it is getting a little bit flatter. There's still a pretty thick amount of woods, but not as thick as in that hilly terrain.
Joy. I would say we just fucking make a beeline instead of try to engage them.
I agree. Is Otto the only one that's made it across so far?
So far.
Okay.
Otto and Reggie.
Graham is gonna stand on Zorse on his back to try to avoid getting wet this time.
All right, Graham, go ahead and make an acrobatics check to just make sure you can maintain your balance.
Oh, bother.
You get about halfway when you like fall. Go ahead and make a deck save to see if you can catch yourself.
Right? Hey!
You're able. You fall into the river a bit. You get about half soaked, but you're able to grab onto like what's left of Zors's mane, and you're able to pull yourself back on top of him.
Ugh, sorry, feller. I'll make that one up to you.
He doesn't make any real noise beyond a low kind of. And then
Son of a bitch, that's cold.
finishes crossing the river. Otto, Graham, you're about half soaked. Although funny enough, from the top up, like from middle up as opposed to middle down.
Well, at least my swimmers still work.
At this point, it is Graham, Otto, Reggie, and Zorse.
I am trying to figure out where this spell is.
Is this unswimmable?
It's just extremely
It's just
cold.
super cold, so we'll have to spend
the
time.
water's a
warming
little
up if we get
faster now,
So
too
it's
soaked.
swimmable with a nice side of hypothermia.
I mean, what else am I gonna do here? I gotta swim across.
How did you get across last time? Do you remember?
I don't know. Did I leap across?
I don't remember.
You walked it.
Oh, did he? Oh,
Chungus just cuts out the middleman in every interaction.
absolute Chad.
Mm-hmm.
A Chungus
do it
of
again.
commitment, focus, and sheer fucking will.
I get
Nothing
that
else
reference.
either. I'm right behind Chungus.
Chungus, you hear Hank? Chungus, don't do that again. Don't drown me again.
Put Hank
Keep
over
your
your
mouth shut,
head.
Hank. They'll be okay.
Hold Hank over your head.
I'm scared, Chungus. Will I dream?
I'll hold Hank. I'll sit on your shoulders and I'll hold Hank in my arms.
Oh, that's
That's
right. Oh, I forgot about Hank almost dying.
Okay,
That's fine.
Chungus, go ahead and make an athletics roll to see if you can successfully cross the river without being swept away.
Did you kill him?
And out of nowhere, a giant tidal wave.
Fucking like Resident Evil Hunter.
Do I need to roll athletics?
Athletics, please, yes. Yep. Chungus, you walk through the water in the shallower section. The current definitely is pushing against you harder than you remember. It's not as cold as before, but it's still pretty cold. It takes a little bit of time, and you have to like kind of wade carefully to keep your footing. But you do eventually get to the other side. Fiffle and Hank are dry. Chungus, you took your clothes off, kept all your gear above your head, but yeah, you're really cold. Chungus, can you give me a Constitution save, please? Despite the cold, you're fine.
That's
No
our boy.
problems.
That's our
Farted and
special
warmed
boy.
So,
He farted and warmed
green
himself
cloak
up.
just keeps me warm no matter how wet I get, boys.
However,
Whenever I'm cold, I just remember my murdered children, and that gives me the hatred to go on.
that being said,
Damn.
Chungus walks out of the water, and you do notice some shrinkage.
Hank, no.
D8 damage, but to your ego. I'm gonna do the same thing Otto did. I'm gonna try to get as close as I can, 30 feet away from the other side, and I'm gonna Misty Step.
Okay. The river's about 40 feet across, so you have to wade in about 10 feet.
10 feet it is.
All right. Gets up to about knee height,
No problem.
and then you misty step across.
Boop.
And yeah, you're fine.
Oh. I selfed myself.
And what did Lucian want to do?
Lucian doesn't have a lot of options here, neither. So he's gonna try to strip it down and hold his stuff over his head and kind of wade across.
Go ahead and make an athletics.
Jesus.
Don't you have Misty Step too?
No,
Nope.
I don't think so.
Not to level 6. Not level 6. I'll get a free one today.
Ooh.
That just seems so odd that everybody else has Misty Step, but the fucking wizard doesn't.
Well, you guys gotta stop taking my fucking spells.
Lucian,
We're gonna luck it. We're just gonna luck it.
sure.
Wait, couldn't he get the halflings like in the second one?
No.
No,
'cause
that shouldn't
he's-
have been at
yeah.
advantage. Ah. We're gonna luck it. Athletics is shite.
I don't want to look.
Lucian,
That's
you
bad.
get
11.
through about halfway when you lose your footing and the current of the river sweeps you down.
Damn it, now we're gonna rescue.
Wait.
this
Do you use the 4 or the 11 after Lucky?
Use the 11.
Oh, you use the better one? Ah,
Yeah, he can pick the better
oof.
one.
Yeah.
Quick, Chungus, tie a rope to
Lucky.
me and throw me to Lucian. Wait, no, that's a terrible idea.
Wait, he's going downriver? Oh shit.
Yeah, Lucian, you're about
Can
30
I-
feet at this point away from them and continuing to shoot down this river.
Question.
You know, like.
Can I try to lasso him?
Yeah, Chungus, go ahead and do a, I guess it'd be a ranged attack to see if you can just
Lasso, shit.
lasso him. You would not get your proficiency bonus because you're not proficient with lassoing cats.
Gauge,
What if
Couldn't
I-
Fiffo lasso him and then
Better fucking not be.
and then
I think
he
Piffle
drags
might be
him?
better to lasso him.
Fiffle,
And maybe
you
I
try.
assist, and then Ed D4s him, and then maybe we can accomplish this.
Assist me,
Yeah.
assist me in lassoing. I grab the rope.
Yes.
And
And I
I'll
do-
guidance you for
well,
this.
this
Tie it to an arrow.
you could do the
Can I do
guidance.
sleight
You
of
could,
hand?
can you tie to would it be easier if you tied it to my sword or no? Harder. I can call it back, so I figured it would be like an
As
easy
long as
way
it's not
to
going to impale Lucian.
Does it like dematerialize callback or like it hovers back?
It says
It teleports back to him apparently.
Is it teleport?
I believe it teleports back.
That would help.
It would if it teleports back, damn. Does it teleport through the transitive property?
I don't believe so.
If he's touching it, it teleports him as well?
No.
That would be OP.
Damn.
I declare bankruptcy.
I just used the rope.
I didn't
Alright.
say it. I declared it.
Yeah.
Carol,
Use the
sleight of
rope.
hand.
I
so
hold
Fi-
Piffle
Fi-
steady.
Fiffle, this would be a ranged attack without your proficiency bonus.
Out my proficiency bonus.
It's gonna wrap
My
around
proficiency
his
bonus
neck.
is so good.
Just fucking hang him.
Well, he
We just
You
use
get
like
your-
a ninja rope dart.
You just
so we
get the guidance, I
proficiency,
think.
So just a
Yeah, you get
kunai
the-
to the neck with a rope
Well, in that
attached to
case,
it.
here's a D20.
Okay, plus I
Plus
think
guidance.
3.
You can do
Here's a
guidance, right?
D4 for
Otto's
guidance.
backseat roping.
Lucian, what's your armor class?
Oh no.
Armor class.
My armor class is 11.
Okay.
So there.
My God, that's how many holes he dug for this guy.
Somebody attacked him with a
Lasso,
rope.
baby.
The rope soars
Yeah.
out and catches Lucian on his tail.
Oh. Ooh.
Not the beard.
You
Even
never
with
touched a cat's tail
shrinkage?
like that.
You got his
Rebecca-
tail even with shrinkage? That's amazing.
Rebecca is not going to be happy.
Instantly at midnight.
So now you have a cat getting like kind of swept down a river with a rope around his tail as he's
Yep.
like bobbing in and out of the water.
Chungus,
Glorious
drag-
legacy.
Pull him,
drag Lucian
Chungus.
in with this rope.
Pull him with all your might.
Chungus pulls in Lucian. And you have a soaked cat.
Hypothermia.
I believe.
Lucian, please do a Constitution save.
Gotta warm him up with skin to skin contact like that sex scene in the fucking Saint.
Skin to fur.
Lucian, do a Constitution save. Nobody's warming you up.
Actually, Lucian, while Chungus is reeling you back in, can you give me a strength save?
Oh Lord,
Strength save.
his tail's gonna break.
You could feel your pack with your gear kind of slipping out, but you're able to like hold on to your bag.
Oh my God.
And Chungus is able, and then you just kind of tightly grab it.
The
And then-
river is a dick.
And
You're about
then
to lose all your fucking
Chungus
items.
reels you back in, and you wind up on the shore, and you have all your stuff still.
You should have probably
Oh,
had
shit.
to carry it.
Thanks. Fuck.
Well, maybe let's not cross rivers blindly next time.
Reckon
Mr.
we might need to take a minute to warm you up before you die of exposure.
Yes.
Yeah, there's no more snow to roll around in, so
I'll proceed with some consensual,
Fireball.
completely hetero, skin to fur contact.
that's to butts. All right, we're good.
Asses to asses, butts to butts.
Yes. And
It's a little less hetero.
we will never talk about it.
A little less hetero, but you know, appreciate it nonetheless.
Whose hand is that? Depends. Whose ass is that?
Jeez.
Doesn't depend. Doesn't depend. All the ass.
Lucian and Kaido just do what they must in order to survive.
Nice.
Gotcha.
This is going to be an interesting chapter of the memoirs.
Good looks.
We never talk about this again.
Yeah. Just like
just
a walk.
in the
for us, what do you mean?
Crossblades next chapter, and they did the gauntlet and didn't need to like worry about warming themselves up at any point in time and space using
Chapter
any method.
14, and they were
Genius.
roommates.
We have a perfectly good fire here, guys. What are you doing?
You know what? It's gonna be a picture of all of us, and it's gonna be one of these did not have a method to cross the river safely and swiftly. Who was it?
Now, technically, he did cross
Yeah.
it swiftly.
And safely.
To hide my shame, I'm gonna.
No, that's why I said
just
quickly,
pull out from my
swiftly and
pack.
safely.
the Clevic mask and just cover my shame with the Clevic.
And it'll be like
Can't wait for the history.
it'll be like
Channel
somebody's
fucking
kid. It'll be
animated
like
about
somebody's
this.
toddler. It'll be like Uncle Chungus would have just ran across the river, and he probably would have held Uncle Finny or Uncle fucking
Fiffle.
Fiffle.
Yeah. Lucian puts on the Gleevik mask.
His
Very
robe and wizard hat.
realistic. Has this big, smug grin across it. But
He's gonna conjure a little blanket to throw over his shoulders and put his shit back on.
he conjures a 3 foot by 3 foot blanket. He kind of puts it on. Kind of covers a little bit, like the
A
torso
tiny-
region.
Quilt.
Throw rug of warmth.
Yeah.
Something, little insulation. Like of fur though, like
I
something.
can't stop thinking that you're. I forgot that you're like 6 foot tall, right?
Yeah,
I kept thinking
Skinny.
Tabaxi were like.
like
2
skinny as
feet,
fuck.
3
Like 2 feet.
Yeah.
Like lanky motherfucker.
That's what I was thinking for a while.
It makes the like the three by 3 blanket even funnier. Cause you're just like tall as fuck.
He looks like a bear now.
All right. You have
Well.
successfully crossed the river.
That was something.
I don't mean to be that guy, but do I need to con save? Because I did.
No, not for this.
Okay, cool.
You were
Good.
dragged like
If we're all ready to go, there's still a little bit of time left in the day. Otherwise, we should
You
get
this-
ourselves somewhere defensible.
Yeah, the sun's almost dipping below the horizon at this point.
is this a decent spot?
We have another
mean-
league in us. You think we can make
I would
another
say
league?
we could probably go high speed for a little while.
If we want to do that and then just call it and then
mhm.
It's a good time. To do it.
we do understand
much
that the next
further
day
is
we need to like hightail it the next like
But
day.
yeah, well, let's tax the horses in the last hour. So if they get tired, we can just rest right after.
Group.
Sounds
I
good to
think
me.
I think it's two
Lather them.
they have two they have the same as we do, right? Like two fails, and that's
What, horses?
yeah.
If you were to push them, they would have to make con saves to avoid getting exhausted.
Okay.
It's all right. Let them get exhausted, and they can
No, I'm saying when do they lose
level
speed?
goes down, right?
It was
Oh,
failed
I believe
twice?
it's 2 fails.
Okay. Just push them.
Okay.
Full speed
You-
ahead.
Push the horses. All right. So you cover one final league. So you're on 4 of 9 leagues to get to the next checkpoint. And you arrive at a small area. It is very dark now. You are going by candlelight from Graham's candle hat,
And my goggles.
and well, that helps Otto, but nobody else who can't see in the dark.
I know, but me and Reggie kind of have a thing, so we can like yo, slow down, bro.
we have an arrangement.
All right. So yeah, you find yourself kind of in a small thicket of woods. What would you like to do?
Can Hestia see where these guys are?
If Hefsty would like, she could attempt to do a perception check.
Check that, like in that area of the fluttering in the distance that we saw.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
You have like
Check
a
it out.
general direction. She's having a hard time seeing it. This area does have more woods, so she can't really see if it was like where exactly it is.
It's nighttime now.
It's like 7 o'clock, 8.
You're not sure the exact time, but you do know that the sun has gone below the horizon now. It is no longer twilight. It is very much night.
Do you want me to go through the night or no?
Probably not. If only because lots of dangers in the woods, even if there wasn't a weird deer god. There's a weird deer god.
There is.
There's other competitors.
There's bears. And all
There
sorts
are
of other
bears.
threats.
Oh yeah, let's rest. We should maybe
Yeah.
think about pushing through the night if we're in a cleared-ish area, but not the.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll take first watch.
Hank, do you want the deer?
Yeah,
let's try.
actually, I'll work on that.
Yeah.
Alright. And
That's
this
disgusting.
partially digested deer pops out. It has a
No.
little bit of meat left on it.
Oh, motherfucker.
I took
Can
my
I
took my
work
part.
around that?
I could clean it. If
Pickle's
you
not
want.
concerned. He'll eat whatever you can hack off of that and cook.
Do you want me to clean it?
Is this Hank talking?
I
Yeah.
fucking love Mike.
He just kind of sticks out his tongue and just licks the goo off the deer.
Oh, God.
That's
Thanks.
disgusting. Yeah, you know what?
There
I'm
you
not
go.
really that hungry tonight. I can go with no rations tonight.
That's good. It's clean now.
Oh,
Cook it
God.
up. Just add on a little spice. I gave it a
I'd
little.
like mine very well done, please.
You know, it marinated. That just adds to the flavor.
Graham will try to cut off the surface and get to the rest below.
Graham, go ahead and make a survival roll, please.
Can I D4 him for this?
It will take a little longer, so no. This will
Okay.
take at least an hour.
Eh.
Graham's able to clean off Hank's goose and is able to
Leavings.
then cut
Hank's
away
taint?
about 4 extra pounds of deer venison. Well, I guess
Yeah.
deer venison is.
That ain't bad. So,
That was
Can
pretty nasty.
Can I have the bones?
you know what? You can have the bones,
Yes.
buddy. Thanks for taking care of it for us.
You're welcome.
I reckon I might have been. No.
Crunch. Crunch.
Ooh.
I like it crunchy.
You ever been to a bar mitzvah? Just asking. It's like, oh god.
I don't need all the bones. Here, you can have. It's like one
No, no,
little
no, no,
antler.
okay.
No, that's okay. That's
I
fine.
don't like the
Just-
antlers. They're too. Nah. They don't like the mouthfeel of them.
Such a picky eater, dude.
Hey,
No hooves, no antlers. Jeez.
yeah. You would too if you were me.
That's fair.
Fair.
Well, we got food. I reckon we strike camp, make a fire, cook some
Are you-
stuff up, set a watch.
Are you gonna put an alarm up, Lucian?
Absolutely. Do a little dance, make a little love, set up an alarm.
Get down tonight.
And I want to designate all of the team, but not Hestia to non-trigger the alarm, so I can use her to check and see if the alarm is working or not.
Okay. Hestia flies through, setting off the alarm.
Get a little ping in my mind.
Little ding 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 in the back of your head.
It's a car
I'll
alarm.
give her like an A-OK.
All right. As you begin
Study
to
my
bed down
books.
for the night and take watch, I think we will call it here, and we can pick this up next week.
We
Awesome.
made good progress.